We're going to dig a little deeper now into how the UK, along with the rest of the Commonwealth, will move forward from here. Aaron Bains is the president of St. George's Society in Toronto and joins me now. Good evening. Thank you for joining us again, Aaron.
Thank you for having me.
What does Queen Elizabeth's death mean to the Commonwealth and to Canada going forward? What is the relevance? What is the impact here?
Well, from a very practical perspective, there's actually little impact, right? The change to King Charles will be relatively quick and will not be seen by us in many ways. There will be no real formal changes. However, it's a huge reflection of a change of an era, right? Somebody who, there were some facts on Twitter thrown around today, but her lifetime and her reign represented material portions of Canada's existence, even the United States' existence. And most of us don't remember any other monarchs from our lives in the United Kingdom. And so I think it's just a moment of really reflecting on an incredible past history which mirrors and comes along and parallels Canada's most recent real coming of age in itself as a country, and also a look to the future now with what this means for Canada and other Commonwealth nations and Britain itself.
Now, I know she was trying to make the monarchy relevant moving forward, but there are going to be inevitable questions about what is the monarchy's relevancy without her, and she was the essence of the monarchy. Where does it go from here? How does it stay modern? How does it stay relevant?
Well,
and can it?
I think that it can, and I think that it will, and personally I think that it should. And I think that one small little snippet of a thing that she did in her lifetime was not referring to it as the monarchy, but the royal family, the change in the way in which they wanted to be perceived and were perceived, and really us coming into the home of the royal family, understanding the dynamics and understanding the human element of it. And of course, Canada and all of the nations have the right to decide what they wish. But I think that the bond that was forged over 70 years and hundreds of years before that with individuals in Canada, with the subjects around the world, will persist, and that will continue, and that hopefully little will change in that regard, but much will change in terms of building future bonds and building on legacies of service and duty to one's country and causes of great importance.
Let's talk about the overall history of the monarchy. For many, it represents a painful part of the past for their countries. How, and there seems to be more talk about it, more recognition of that. What needs to be done going forward when we talk about colonialism, and what does King Charles need to do to address that?
I think that we have seen, certainly in the past few years, a much more open discussion about this, a discussion by heads of state, politically elected individuals in countries and the heads of countries in their discussions with members of the royal family when they visit those countries, particularly in the Caribbean and elsewhere. And I think that the royal family has done a good job of certainly acknowledging these, the past and history, but also reflecting on the fact that as individuals, you know, there's not a personal responsibility, but there is an institutional connection and legacy, and they have not shied away from the need to understand and educate ourselves about the past and really look to the past and ensure that we're not continuing wrongdoings of the past. When the Pope, the current Pope, was initially proclaimed, he gave a speech and indicated something of great importance, which was that we cannot reflect on the past with the morals and the decision-making of today, but we cannot ignore it. And it's important to digest it in that framework and make ourselves better for the future. And I think that the royal family is going to continue to do that, and I'm quite certain that King Charles will also continue to do that and not shy away from history.
Well, thank you very much. I sense many more conversations to come about how the monarchy moves forward with these many issues in the future. And thank you very much again for joining us this evening,
Thank you for
Aaron.
having me.
Thank you.